Hello everyone, welcome to Focal Point. This question was asked in GATE 2015, set 2. So let's see what it's saying. This is saying that consider the C program below and the value printed by the above program is. So this is the program that we have given. These are the two global variables, integer pointer A and integer value stk top. This global variable will be stored in this static area. So this integer pointer A and stk top is stored inside the static area. Okay, and now what we are going to do, we are going to call our main function in here. So main function we are going to call in our stack area. Okay, so what is given in here, we have given the integer array B. Okay, so B also work like a pointer to this array, and okay, and we are going to store the address of B inside the pointer A. Okay, so we have assume that the base address of this array B is 1000, and that's why 1000 will be stored inside this. So the 1000 will be stored inside this integer global variable A. And now what we are going to do, we are going to initialize our stk top variable with -1. So stk top is not defined in here, and that's why this is a scoping problem, and this will search inside the global variable, and stk top is found in the global variable, and this will initialized with -1 word. And now what we are going to do, we are going to call stk top function. We have called our stk function in here with the value -1, 10. Okay, so let's see what is the definition of this stk function. So in here, this opcode will containing the value -1, and this 10 will be copied inside this val. Okay, so opcode is -1 and val is 10 in here. And now what we are going to do, we are going to define our integer variable size of type static. So static variables are defined inside the static area. Okay, so this is a local static variable, and that's why this will be defined inside the static area, and the area that is allocated for stk function. Okay, so this will be defined and initialized once in here. So this is the declaration in the static area and initialized with 0 size, and stk top variable also initialized with 0 in here. Okay, so these variables are defined only once in the static area. Okay, so these variable will be inside the main memory till the program execution. And now what we are going to do, we are going to execute our switch function. So opcode value is -1, and that's why this first case will be executed. So now what we are going to do now, we are going to change the value of size with val. So size will be storing the value 10 in here. Okay, now this is a break statement, that's why we come out of this switch function, and we will return to the main function. Okay, so now this function will be popped out from the memory, from the stack. Okay, now this is executed. Now we are executing our next line. Again we are going to call our stk function with the value 0, 5. So now here opcode value is 0 and val value is 5 here. Okay, this line is not executed because I've already told you that static variables are defined and initialized once for a particular function. Okay, so now we are going to execute our switch function, and opcode value is 0 in here, so this second case will be executed. So this we are going to check the condition stk top is less than size, that is true, and that's why what we are going to do, we are going to store the val value inside the stk top. Stk top is 0. Okay, so a0 will be containing the value 5. Okay, so this is a pointer, it is pointing to integer array, and that's why this is a pointer and this pointing to this value. Okay, so what is the meaning of this, we are going to store the value at a0. Okay, so at a0 we are going to store 5. Okay, so at the place of 1000 this 5 is stored. Okay, and now what we are going to do, this is a post increment, and that's why this will increase the value of stk top. And now this is a break, and that's why we will come out of this switch function, and we will return to our main function. And now this function will be popped out. So this is executed. Now we are executing this. So again we are going to call our stk function with the value 0, 10. So in the stk function opcode value is 0 now and val is 10. Now this line is not executed, we are executing our switch function. So this is opcode value is 0 and that's why second case will be executed. This condition is true, 1 is less than 10. And now what we are going to do, we are going to store the value at a1, the value 10. Okay, so next value that will be stored in here, that will be 10. So at the place of 1002 this 10 is stored, and after that we have incremented our stk top because this is post increment, and now this is a break, and that's why we will come out of this switch function and this will return to our main function. And now this function will be popped out from the stack and this line is executed. Now what we are going to do, we are going to execute this printf function. So what is this saying? We are going to call our stk function 1, 0 in here. Okay, so here the opcode value is 1 and val is 0 in here. Okay, so this is not executed. We came to our switch statement and this is a opcode value is 1, so these cases are not matched, and that's why default case will be executed. So if stk top is 2 and that's why this is not equal to null, so the condition is true. And now we are going to return the value of a minus stk top. So this is pre-decrement and that's why we need to decrement the value first, and then we are going to return the value of a1. Okay, so a1 is 10 and that's why 10 will be returned here. Okay, now this function will be popped out from the memory and we are going to add this with the value that is returned by stk function 1, 0. Okay, now so now we are going to call our function stk function 1, 0 in here. So again this opcode value is 1 and val is 0 in here. Okay, so this line is not executed. We came to our switch statement. So this is opcode value is 1, so these two, so the default case will be executed. stk top value is 1, so this is not null and that's why this is correct condition, and we are going to return the value a. So this is pre-decrement, so we need to decrement the stk top variable first, and that's why, and then we are going to return the value of a0, that is 5. Okay, so 5 is written in here. And now what we are going to do, so what value that will be printed, so value that will be printed, that is 15. So 15 is the printed by this program. Okay, so this is the correct answer of it. Thank you so much.